Hi, welcome to practice questions of Karthikeyan Academy on specific topics. Today, the top 10 objective questions on Central Finance Commission we are going to discuss. As we know that Article 280 of the Indian Constitution talks about the establishment of Finance Commission. So regarding the Finance Commission, we are going to do certain practice questions. Right. Look at the following statement. Consider the following statements regarding the Finance Commission. The 14th Finance Commission included certain factors like population census 1971, census 2011, and forest cover in 42% of tax devolutions, especially horizontal tax devolution for the states. This is the first statement. And come to the second statement. 15th Finance Commission included certain factors like population census 1971, census 2011, and forest and ecology in the horizontal tax devolution. My dear student, this is a very difficult question if you don't know the real details about this question. Otherwise, you are going to lose a mark. So before going to understand this article, you have to understand what is meant by tax devolution. Then you have to understand what is meant by horizontal tax devolutions. Then you have to understand whether these terms are mentioned really in that article, in that report or not. That we have to remember. So here the tax devolution means Article 280 of the Indian Constitution, the establishment of Finance Commission, will recommend the central taxes to the states. Central taxes to the states. The Finance Commission will give tax devolutions in two types. One is vertical. So vertical tax devolutions. Second is horizontal tax devolution. Horizontal tax devolution. My dear students, what is meant by vertical tax devolution? Vertical means, example, 14th Finance Commission Y.V. Reddy, Y. Venugopal Reddy has recommended 42% of taxes from center to the states. That means whatever center has collected taxes, out of the total funds, 42% of taxes must be given to the states in the form of vertical tax devolution. And this 42%, that means center, this is the center to states. This is called vertical tax devolution. Whereas this 42% should be distributed among the states called horizontal tax distribution. Right, the first statement is saying that population census 1971, 2011 and forest cover area and this 42. Now 42 is fine according to 14th Finance Commission. Now look at the state, the main weightage have been given based on the criteria. This is the 14th Finance Commission and this is the 15th Finance Commission. Now look at here, population criteria census 1971, it is in 14 it is present, but in 15 is absent. And 2011 present, and forest cover area present and absent. That means statement 1 definitely will be right because it is all presents are there. Once statement 1 is right, you know that we have to go for elimination method. None of the above. Then only B should be eliminated. Then either A or A and B. Now look at the statement number 2. The 15th Finance Commission, if you see that census 1971, the word is not there. If you see that census 1971 is absent here. So the answer 2 is wrong. No answer, only 1. Clear, my dear students? Next, second question. Refer the following statement about the Finance Commission. The Constitution prescribes the qualifications of the members of the Finance Commission. The recommendation of the Finance Commissions are binding on the government. So obviously this statement is wrong because the recommendations of the Finance Commissions will never be binding on the government. So when 2 is wrong, either A or none of the above. Now the question is, here they have mentioned the Constitution. Rajyangamlo రాయబడ్డది అన్నాడు. But here the parliament will decide, the qualifications of the members of the Finance Commission. So statement A is also wrong. So both statements are wrong. So answer would be none of the above. Then third question. Referring the following statement about the Finance Commission. The chairman of Finance Commission is selected from the people with an experience of public affairs. Yes, statement 1 is right. And statement 2, Finance Commission is a 5-member body, correct. Excluding chairman, no, it is including. So including, so obviously 2 will be the wrong. So 2 will be the wrong. Simple. If when you know the 2 is wrong, try to figure it out. Eliminate, eliminate and eliminate. So obviously A and C will be the answer. So answer would be B. So it is required to make recommendations regarding the augment means supporting the consolidated fund of states to augment the resources of the local bodies. Yes, we have done this in the classroom. So answer would be A and C. Now the fourth question is, which of the following matters does the Finance Commission make recommendation to the President of India? The first one is the distribution between the union and the states of net proceeds of the taxes and the allocation between the states of the respective shares of such proceedings. Yes, obvious ga. So కేంద్రానికి మరియు రాష్ట్రానికి మధ్య ట్యాక్స్ ప్రొసీడింగ్స్ అనేవి చెప్తుంది. The principles which should govern the grants in aid of revenues of the states out of the Consolidation Fund of India. Yes, this is also right. So the answer would be both 1 and 2. సో రెండు కూడా తన యొక్క ఫంక్షన్స్గా మనం చదువుతాం. నెక్స్ట్ ఫిఫ్త్ క్వశ్చన్ చూద్దామండి. ఫిఫ్త్ క్వశ్చన్, కన్సిడర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ విత్ రిగార్డ్ టు ఫైనాన్స్ కమిషన్. The recommendation of the finance commissions cover a period of 5 years. Yes, obviously. The report of the finance commission is submitted to the prime minister. Is it correct? It is president. Right? So answer would be only 1. Right? Next one, sixth question. So which of the following statements are true about the finance commission is not correct? So first statement, the commission comprises a chairman and 4 members. It is a right statement. The parliament is authorized to determine by law the qualifications of the members of the commission. Right. All appointments are made by the President of India. Right. So answer would be 4. All the members has to be formed from Indian Economic Service or Indian Statistical Service. Not absolutely. So the sixth question is, answer would be D. Then come to the seventh question. Which of the following statement or issue on which the finance recommendations to be made by the Finance Commission to the President of India are specified in the Constitution? The first statement is the principles which should govern the grant in aids, the revenues of the states out of the Consolidation Fund of India, right? The measures needed to augment the Consolidation Fund of state should supplement the resource of the panchayat and institutions, right? And the measures needed to augment the Consolidation Fund of the state to supplement the resources of the municipalities in the state, right? So answer would be 1, 2, 3, right? Very simple. Then eighth question, which of the following is not the correct about the Finance Commission? The members of the Finance Commissions are appointed by President, right? It is act as a balancing wheel of Indian fiscal system, right? The qualifications of members of the commission determined by the parliament, right? And it constituted under the provisions of article 180. Wrong. It is 280. So answer would be 4. Then next one comes to the ninth question. The Finance Commission recommends the distribution of net proceeds of the union government arising from option A, all the taxes between the union states, specified taxes among the states only, all sources including taxes, fees and surcharges between the union and the states, and specified taxes without the surcharge between the center and states. No, my dear students, you have to remember all the taxes between the, so here you have to understand the specified taxes without the surcharge between the union and the states. Here don't be confused, all taxes means there are certain taxes like custom duty or something, cess or surcharge, they should not be distributed among the states. So The answer would be net proceedings of the union government is arising from the specified taxes without the surcharges between the union and the states. Then the last 10th question. Consider the following statement about the Finance Commission. The duty of the Finance Commission is to make recommendations as to distribution of revenue sources between the union and the states. It is appointed every 5th year by the President of India. It raises the revenues of central finances transferred to the states. It borrows money from the market for central grants to the states. No. Why? Because what is the requirement of borrowing? Why the Finance Commission will borrow? So fourth answer is wrong. When fourth answer is wrong, you can just eliminate this one. Then we have to think about 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3 or only 1. But see, he is appointed every 5th year or every 5th year by the President of India. So 2 is also right. It raises revenues for the central financial transfer to the states. No. So the answer would be 1 and 2. So these two are wrong. These two are right. So that's it. These are the 10 important practice questions on Finance Commission. మనకి ఇంకా చైర్మన్స్ గురించి వాళ్ళ యొక్క టర్మ్ గురించి మరియు డిఫరెంట్స్ అడుగుతూ ఉంటాడు. బట్ వీటిని మీరు స్పెసిఫిక్గా అర్థం చేసుకుంటే మాత్రం మంచి క్వశ్చన్స్ అనేవి మీకు వస్తాయి. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ టుడేస్ క్లాస్.